Oh, our third and final
Yes.
video on this subject anyways.
If you've lost track, this is the third video of the Young Living business updates
Alrighty.
for 2021.
So we're going to go into probably one of the things that we all felt like, ooh, no, our starter kit bonus, where's it going to go?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to ask you, why is it going away?
Well, first of all, you need to know that it is going away. The starter kit bonus was a bonus of $25 if you signed up a kit or you sponsored somebody or you enrolled somebody with a kit who then became a member, and then you got $25 bonus for that. Really, they're not going to do that anymore. And the reason is because we're going to be more product focused. We had talked about this before, but I'm going to just use an example again. We used to do a lot of classes. Maybe some of you have done classes. Maybe some of you have sat through a class. And what would happen is we would automatically go through the kit oils, because what we were trying to do is help people get to the point.
These amazing ones.
Yeah, to get to the point to where they fell in love with the kit oils enough to purchase a $165 kit, because that previously was your entry level into Young Living. That was the doorway that they recommended. And so the kit bonus was to help us, give us incentive to do that. But the uncomfortable part always, and I've seen it in many, many meetings, was people fell in love with a product or even a product that's not in the kit, and then came up and said, hey, I'd really like to get that product. And you're like, well, we can sign you up for a $165 kit, which really is one of the best values that Young Living has. And that's honestly the truth. But they weren't interested in the kit. And yet that was their entry level into Young Living. So because they're not really focusing on kits, but they're focusing on pairing a product with a person's need, they are taking the incentive away for pushing the kit with everybody. Okay, so that's why it's going away. You do still, if somebody wants to purchase a kit, as of now, and as far as I know, they're still going to have the kit. And I hope so, because the everyday essential oils that are in that kit are really, really powerful, and it is one of the best values that you can get. And you will still receive a 25% starter bonus I guess it's starter bonus for the first 3 months of everything they purchase. So if they purchase a kit, you still get 25% of that as well.
And the exciting thing, don't mean to butt into that, because his question was going to be what's going to happen to the kit. They're going to call them bundles for one, and they're going to have targeted bundles. So they're going to have different types of little bundles that we can help people with their needs, instead of just the 12 amazing oils that I love. I mean, I just love them. But I didn't at first. I would have been happy with just Thieves and Stress Away.
Cedarwood that aren't in the kit and stuff like that.
Mine were in the kit, but you know what I'm saying? So now they're going to make targeted things that people may need, and that we can share them. So it's going to be really exciting. And you get the PV of those. So whatever this kit is going to be PV, which we don't know what that will be now, you will get 25% of the first 3 months of that. So it's not saying that you can't share the kit.
Right. And so if Young Living does the same thing with other bundles that they've done with the kit, which is very aggressively pricing them for an incredible deal, it's just going to open up more opportunities for it. But they're not going to focus on selling a kit. And so that's really why the changes are happening.
Right. And in this time, I think we need to talk about, we will also be focusing on providing customized entry points to those who want it. And the reason I'm saying that is because, I don't even know if it talked about that, but you are able to become a customer of Young Living 2 ways. By spending $100 PV, so that's that entry point that they're talking about, or by one item, only one item, as long as you get on to subscribe to save, which we didn't talk about.
No, we didn't. It's not in. It's not in the fact sheet.
It's not in the fact sheet, but those
so
are
we're only covering what's in the fact sheet. ER is changing to subscribe to save, It's going to be very much like Subscribe and Save, which is with Amazon. So previously you could schedule an order and they duplicate that order every month. Well, Subscribe to Save, basically you can schedule toothpaste this month, mouthwash every 2 months, and something else every 2 months, to where they rotate, and it's just automatic. It's way more automatic. It's way easier for people to understand, again, because we have customers, and so it's really, really a lot easier. But, drum roll please, the ER points are not going away.
Right.
They are going to be Subscribe to Save points, and as far as I have been made aware of, they're going to be at the same level. You're not going to lose anything. You're not going to lose points. You're not going to do anything. It's still going to be there. So that's very brief on Subscribe to Save, but
and the same thing with the gifts. That instead of
free oils,
promos, they're considered as gifts. If you spend the under, you get the same.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Anyways, I just wanted to give you a little bit of that because it's not on these questions.
And they're going to come out with other ways for people to become customers, other entry points that will say, oh, this is, we're doing this month, we're doing this month, we're doing this month. So we'll just have to stay tuned.
Right. And this is going to take place June 1st. You can still continue to sell the kits if you want up until June 1st.
Yeah, you'll receive a bonus, a $25 bonus for selling an Essential Rewards or Essential Oil Kit of $25
All right.
through June 1st.
All right, we're going to go into some of general things.
Yeah,
and
terminologies.
What is a member's reclassification?
Okay, so whatever you call yourself now, you're going to get a new name as of in May. Okay, we're only going to have 2 names for people. We're going to have a customer, or we're going to have a brand partner. Before, everybody was called a member. Okay, so you are going to be reclassified. I hope that doesn't sound painful, but you're going to automatically be reclassified, and you're going to be reclassified under certain criteria. Okay, so this is the criteria. You will be reclassified as a member to a brand partner if over the last 12 months you have enrolled somebody as a member with Young Living over the last 12 months. Or, not and, you have to do one of these in order to be reclassified as a brand partner going forward. Or you have to have earned some sort of a commission check or credit in your account. And I say that because you have to get to a certain level, I believe.
$25.
Yeah, but otherwise they give it to you as a credit, but that's still commission. So you have to have received a commission from Young Living once over the last 12 months. You have to have at least made the rank of star or higher, or you have to have purchased a business essential kit or some sort of a business tool from Young Living. So there's like MyYL, website you can purchase for $9.95 a month. There's different business things. If you haven't, then you haven't, and it doesn't matter what it is. So if you have done any one of these 4 things over the last 12 months, any one of them, you will be reclassified as a brand partner. If you have not, you will be reclassified as a customer. Both can still purchase at the discounted rate, 24% discount, as you always have been able to as a member. Okay, does that make sense?
When will the member reclassification take place?
You will be reclassified as of May 1st. And if you have any questions about that, just let us know. We can figure it out. We can figure it out.
And to remember that before, we didn't have that separation. And in some ways that wasn't good, because some people would get a paycheck and they wouldn't even know why they got a paycheck. And then some people, now we will know who wants to do the business and who wants to be a customer. And like Young Living says, 90%, I think it is, people just want to be a customer.
Yeah, they're just staying a customer.
And so we are trying to make that
cater
simpler.
to them. Yeah. So let's say, as an example, you're like, well, I want to do the business. I've been meaning to do the business. This COVID thing has absolutely disrupted my whole life, and that's been over a year. But I've been meaning to do this business, and they reclassified me as a customer. No problem. It's not a problem. They have a business essentials kit This is $30, which gives you more than $30 of resources, including my YL website for 3 months free and so on. You just have to decide the reason for this reclassification, which is the next question on our agenda, is that Young Living wants to have a clear separation on who wants to be a customer and who wants to do the business. Membership just made that cloudy because Young Living wants to be able to focus a lot of resources on customers, but they also want to focus a lot of resources on brand partner, and they want to know who they need to focus on. So if you want to be a brand partner after these changes take place, it's not a problem. You just sign up for a business essential kit. A person who's been leading you can show you how to do that, and you be a brand partner. And then now that hopefully the winds of COVID have blown by, hopefully for the most part, then you can begin to focus on the business, because we are going to be focusing on both. But we do want to focus on customers. Customer needs matched to a Young Living product to help support those needs is really what we're going to do going forward. And it's just exciting. It's just exciting.
What are the activity requirements of a brand partner?
Well, it's really the same answer. Brand partner, remember what I said, you have to do either or. You have to do that at least once every 12 months. So if you can drop off as a brand partner and be reclassified as a customer if you have not enrolled an individual as a Young Living customer. Now you don't enroll them as members selling them a $165 kit. You simply have to introduce somebody to the products. You have to enroll a customer or a brand partner in the last 12 months. You have to have gotten a commission or a commission check, or achieve the rank of star or higher, or purchase a sales tool within each 12-month period in order to stay active as a brand partner.
So again, it's kind of like if you are in the business and you've done one of those things, you grandfather in. You do not have to pay for the
yes,
the kit.
Yeah, you are grandfathered in if you meet any one of those 4 criteria in the last year.
Okay, does the sponsor change policy remain the same with?
Yeah, a lot of people don't really even know what that sponsor change policy is. If you don't, just blur over, tune out for a second. I'm just going to hit it really, really quickly. Basically, that's saying when a person became a member, you had to place them in your organization somewhere. In order to move that member to another part of the organization, you had 30 days to do that, no charge. There is a grace period, and then after a certain period of time, you had to pay to have them moved. You had to get their sponsor to sign off and a couple of things. Okay, that really hasn't changed. The only thing that's really changed is that now when you sign up a customer, you have to place them in your organization, just like you would of a member. When you sign up a brand partner, they go somewhere in your organization. And so in order to move them, you have to uphold to the same criteria. 30 days for free. After a certain period of time, you have to get permissions and you have to pay. That's really all that's different. The difference is only that everybody was a member and you placed them in your organization, or they paid 24% higher as a customer. Now, everybody's either a customer or brand partner, and if you are the ones that introduce them to the business, then you have to place them in your organization somewhere.
And again, your brand partner and your support team will help you with that. Again, I'm just going to throw this in real quick. Names that have changed is like your upline. We don't use upline anymore. They're our support team. And downline, we don't call them downline no more. They are our team. We are a team.
They are our team. My team is the ones that are below in our organization. My upline is my support team. My support team, my team.
And I love that, because we are a team, because none of this would happen without.
So when these changes take place, I need to just mention, when you get into your virtual office, if it's going to be May 1st, you get into your virtual office and you're going to notice a policy and a procedure that you have to say, yes, I accept the new policies and procedure. In order to get into your your virtual office, you have to say, yes, I accept those. Otherwise, you will not be able to, because all of these procedures and changes are legal changes, and you have to be willing to accept them in order to be able to get into your virtual office. Okay, so just remember that.
I think that's it, then, right?
And then you wanted to tell them how they can get this fax sheet,
Yes,
the fax
I want you to
FAQ
have
sheet.
this in your hand because you know in 30 minutes you can't get all this down, and I know you can't, you know, I needed this. I've had this hanging out with me for a while now, and I'm still just getting it. But it's a simple way. You go to Young Living, go to your virtual office, then you will go up in the right corner and go to Member Resources. Many of you have been there, and there's lots of great things in that. I'm learning. I've spent so much time making my own things when Young Living gives us so much. So check that out. Click, after you get to Members Resources, you're going to scroll down a little bit, click Compensation Plan.
Yep, compensation plan, comp plan.
And then once you get there, then you're going to scroll down and you'll pass that Mary video I talked about. Only pass it for a minute to copy this, but watch that video. You roll past that. The first one after that is to find 2021 business frequent asked questions.
Yeah, so you're gonna look, if you click on compensation plan and Mary's video doesn't pop up, you're at the wrong place. So Mary's video is there. You just scroll past it and you go to one of the click on links, and the one that says 2021 business FAQ. That's the one you want. And we appreciate your patience.
And copy it.
We appreciate your patience. You can print off a copy. If you have any questions, just get ahead of one of your leaders. If you get a hold of them and they don't know, they will get a hold of us. I know our leaders. They're good leaders. And so thank you for your time. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming, a lot of business training, a lot of things. We're changing things as well. This is all about relaunch, refocus, and really get started again.
And it's exciting.
Yes.
Perfect timing.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.